Hello everyone and welcome to the first session for our QTP live project. Today is the December the 18th, 2014, and this is an absolutely new batch for your live project. I welcome you all for this interactive session, and do remember that this session is your session. It is going to be very little about me in here. It is going to be all about you, including the presentation, including the work, including the talk, everything. However, for the first session, I'm going to kick it off. I'm going to talk about how we're going to do things, how we're going to go about executing the whole program. Before I get started, team, I wanted you to interact back with me through a set of poll questions and talk to me, tell me about what you believe strongly. All right. So these are very important aspects that I need you to answer that will help us set the pace forward. The first poll is coming up right in front of you. I'm going to launch this poll. It's just a yes or no question. The question is very simple, team. Is it important to have real time experience? Your answers should be as part of the yes and no on the poll, please, not in the chat. Now, look at this question again. When I say real time experience, what is the alternate? Alternate is getting trained, and then practicing on it, and then trying to get certified on specific area, versus someone who's doing real time. Is it important to do that? 77 votes are in, team. There are over 60 participants right now in this session. Many more to join because a lot of people are already prepared into this batch. 86% votes in. I'll give another 5 seconds. Everyone, please complete it. This is your participation, your session, and then I want to show the results. All right, team, 89% votes. I'm closing the poll in a second. Okay, almost there. 91%, 90%. There you go. And here are the results. So I'm not sure how many of you are able to see it in the video. So what I'm going to do is we created. Okay, there you go. It's here now. So here is the response, team. Is it important to have real-time experience? 90% of you said yes, 10% said no. In fact, little surprised that even the 10% believe no, because it is very critical, team. However, it is not the only mandatory thing. There are so many people who pass out of college and still get absorbed. But lot of projects have very little hand holding time or training time. They want you to be productive from day one. That is why it's very critical for you to have that knowledge. All right, let's move on to another question that I wanted to quickly share with you. Are theory and practicals the same in terms of achieving the success, team? When you learn something by watching my videos, and when you practice on it at your end, is there significant amount of difference? In fact, one of the easiest ways for me to put it is this, that when I'm teaching, right, what happens is most of the times I get a response saying that, oh, it's so easy, it looks all is good, all is so smooth and easy. But when you are sitting down and actually doing it, you'll start to face a lot of these challenges. Are theory and practicals the same? That's a question, team. Is it the same amount of impact? And 73%, 80% votes in. I'm going to quickly close the poll in a second. 90%, 92. Okay, there you go. I'm going to close the poll now, team. And I'm going to share the results. So at this moment, I'm assuming all of you are able to see the results, and it talks about 98% of you agree that it is no, they're not the same. You need really that hands-on experience. And team, most of you are already here, so this is not a sales session. I'm not trying to sell anything to anyone right now. It's just a pure understanding. All of you who have bought into this 3 weeks program, I want to make sure that you are aware of the criticality of what you're trying to do, the importance of it, and go in that direction. All right. So 98% of you believe strongly that they're not the same. You need to be able to do them separately. You have to have both together. All right. Let's see. This is the other question, team. Can we get hands-on experience by doing self-practice? Very simple. I have all my tutorials on the web page, right? On itelearn.com, you go there, all the tutorials are there. and you can start to look at them, you can start to watch them and start learning. And while you watch them, you can also go and start practicing. So we understand that theory is important, but practicals are more important. Now I'm saying, can we get hands-on experience by doing self-practice? And sometimes there's no right or wrong answer in a team. It is your belief. Okay, it is your strong belief on it. And rightly, as I felt, this is evenly distributed. Some people say yes, some people say no. So it is almost to the fact that, and why is it like this? A very simple team. Lot of times people tend to work individually on practice and see how is it going. And at times what happens is they face the challenge of uh, not being able to complete it, not being able to get support or help when they require, and no motivation to kind of continue each time. And that is where it gets interesting for people to work in groups. All right, so that's the result. 63% have said yes, and 37% of you have believed that no, we don't get the hands-on experience by doing self-practice. So hands-on experience is very critical, team. That's your practicals. All right, this is very, very essential for how you program things. Now let us talk about little bit about this live project, what we're going to do. um, Manoj is the tech lead. He will be guiding us through the project along with me, and he has created a contact sheet. Let me quickly open it. We have created a Google Drive folder for all of you to access. Unlike the live training, you will see that the live project will have you will all be part of this. So you have to make sure that you are part of the Google Drive team. All of you have to get access to it. I'm gonna put a new document here and start writing. So this I'm gonna call as QTP UFT live project notes. So the first one, I just wanted to make sure that I keep mentioning this as points, as all members, okay, Google Drive. That's the first thing. So all participants need access to the shared folder. Make sure you do not delete any of the work, because it's a shared folder, team. All the people will be accessing it. So we request sincerely, sometimes it has happened accidentally also. We are able to recover sometimes, but sometimes a lot of headache. So make sure that you do not delete any of the work that is being done by everyone else. It is a common folder for you to put your files, scripts, docs, and also observe how other teams are doing. So you will be doing team-based project, team. This is the other important thing. If you look at the contact sheet right now, we have broken down the teams into 5 teams right now. This is the same teams from Master of Software Testing, I'm assuming. Correct, Manoj? And that is continuing into the project. This is most batch 3 and continuing, and also the people who have joined specifically for this project. So there are 5 teams right now. What are the 5 teams? Let me write down. Incredibles, Daredevils, Decoders. Incredibles, Daredevils, Decoders. There was no specific, and in fact I'm glad I didn't have to do the naming myself, because it is not an easy exercise. I would never zero down on a specific name. Thanks to the team and Manoj, they have done it. Nexus and Venus. So I did hide the email and phone fields here, team, because I don't want it to be accessible as part of the video out here. What I wanted to make sure is you all definitely fill in the country you are part of. That way, that is how we actually divide it, but at least we know which country you are from and which area. Should we also not say region, Manoj? I think we should also say region, because country and city is fine. Insert one left, I'll just say city. So this way you are able to make sure that all the informations we have divided based on a time zone, you will be able to coordinate. This is a group activity, team-based project. It's a group activity. each team comes up with their own project execution. All right, this is what each of you will come up with. Now, it's very important. I have not yet come to the stage where we're talking about application and a test and what this live project is all about. We will talk about this in a brief second. Timeline and so on. Expectations, in scope, out of scope, assumptions. Okay, so group activity. What does that mean, team? What that basically means is, for example, the daredevils will work together and produce the project output. Okay, Incredibles will work together as a team and produce the project output. And so will Decoders, so will Nexus, so will Venus. There may be a few more participants who will get added. If you are not part of this team, I will put this here in bold. If you're not, okay. If you are not part of any team, please email Manoj at itelearn.com and learn at itelearn.com, both. Okay, we will verify and then add you to the list and invite you to the Google Drive folder. Fair enough. So that way you'll all have access to it. Now, what did I want to say? I wanted to say that you're going to work together. So what does that mean as a group activity? How do you communicate? How do you work together? So primarily, team, you can use Skype, you can do WhatsApp, you can do emails, phone calls, GoToMeeting. Just take a free account with GoToMeeting for 30 days and use this, or any kind of screen sharing software that you feel. Just coordinate with your team members, take initiative, okay, and try to set a schedule of discussion. From an effort standpoint, you're looking at spending on an average about 20 to 25 hours a week. Remember this, because you will be learning and working together. What do I mean by this? None of us are experts right now. Okay, I'm not including Manoj and me in this, but we'll be your guides going forward. None of you are right now experts, team. Probably you've gone through the training, you've gone through the videos, you understand. When you start working on the project, you'll face a lot of challenges, technical issues, troubles, roadblocks, and all of these things, and you will try and overcome them. And that is where you'll be learning and working, learning and working. Now, at this point, team, I want to take another very, very important poll. Okay, I want to make sure that you understand this. So for the members who are not on, who don't have this their name in the list, please make sure that you write to Manoj and Learn at IT Learn. They'll verify and they can come back to you. So can we get hands-on experience? I've shared this result, right? Now let me share the other one. Where is this new poll? Is it good? Okay, there you go. Very important thing. Is it good to face challenges during projects? It's a very simple question. When you're working on these live projects, you will face challenges, right? Is it good to face it or not good to face it? That's the question. And this talks a lot about our expectation and what we should feel when we get there. All right. And I have very interesting thought process behind it, which I'll share with all of you in a second, team. So right now, I just want you to understand, is it good to face challenges during the projects or no? 80% votes said. I'm giving another few seconds. Everyone comment and then we'll close it. And you'll be surprised at the answer, team. I'm going to close the poll now. Thank you. And here you go. Do you all see the result? 100% of you said it is good. Yes. Is it good to face challenges during projects? And you said yes. Why is it good? Very simple, team. This is my belief, and thank you so much for agreeing with my belief. Okay, this is how I put it. A lot of times, if I have to do quote a saying, toughest steel comes through the hottest furnace. So the more challenges you face, the more issues you face, the more troubles you go through in this period, the stronger, the better you will be, team. Okay, and remember this, end of the day, this is a project. You have to be as serious as you can on it. At the same time, it is also an opportunity for you to experiment and make this make it as a learning thing. I did put a few points that I wanted to mention before I forget, so let me quickly see. So I'm going to take the first one and put it here. So one of the things that I wanted to mention, team, to you is that you should be ready to lose it all. When I say lose it all, the fear of failure, team. Okay, just go with absolutely no fear, and I'll tell you why. We've been doing this live projects for the last 1 year, 1.5 years now, and I've seen there's been a drastic improvement in the way we are trying to do it and try and motivate more and more of you in presenting and so on. And that is all based on this specific question. I have only 3 more questions, team, but it's very important. I want the audience, I want everyone else to understand what the problem is. Lot of us have specific issues, okay, and many of us have common issues. Some of us don't have the issue, and that's absolutely fine. But the question is very simple: are you scared to talk and to present, team? When I say this, to communicate, is because when you talk to your friends, different. When you talk to your family members, different. When you talk to your colleagues, your peers, different. How about your management team, your seniors in the project? How about clients? How about the business folks? How about people who seem to be much more well educated or much more skilled than you are? At that time, how do you feel? That is the question, team. It is not general talk and communication. For example, I will tell you, team, I'm very glad and I'm very, very happy about that fact that I lost it over a period of time. It's been decades that I lost it, this kind of a fear. But the fact that I will not get conscious very quickly. The other time when I was in India, I went to a few colleges, engineering colleges, and I met a lot of students. And there were 100, 200, 300 students who were trying to attend these small seminars that I was conducting. All of a sudden, there was one college, there were almost 800 people in the hall, in small audience room, small hall, auditorium, but there were 800 people in it. And it was endless. And there were 1600 eyes all on me. They're expecting me to deliver, they're expecting me to perform. Are they really senior? Are they really more well skilled? Maybe, may not be. But what is more important is the audience number. You may not face this very often in our live projects or where you go at workplace, seeing so many people and you're talking. But that's a different fear. The first time I saw it, I was like, okay, this is interesting. I definitely had the fear for a few seconds, but then I lost it. I started talking, I started feeling free, I started walking into the audience, interacting with them, and I lost that. And I don't retain that anymore, team. So thank you so much. I'm closing the poll, I'm sharing the results. Here, almost equals. Half of you are, half of you are not. And let me tell you this, team. To be a successful IT engineer, your communication, your talking is much more important, is very critical. It is extremely critical. Okay. Now you've agreed to fail. Now you've agreed to say that, you know what, we will face challenges, we will face problems, only then we will learn. Now you have to try and get the opportunity to talk as much as you can and communicate. All right, so this is your opportunity and I really want you to take advantage of it. So what do I mean? What I mean is primarily that we will do a lot of presentations. What are presentations, teams? By team members. Okay, every week, okay, we will meet as a group for twice. Okay, you will be presenting and others will be listening. You will have an audience of about 50-60 participants who will be listening to what you are presenting. What will you be presenting on? typically, basically, what your project, you'll be talking about your project that you did, what you did in it, and so on. That is nothing but your resume. This is exactly what you're going to put on the resume, right? So what is it going to help? It's going to help you in building the confidence. It'll being smooth about talking, learning from others, other team members, and get through interviews with ease. Because whatever you put on resume, they'll ask you the same questions, you're going to do the same talk team. Now when you're presenting your project, that is what, this is what we did, this is why we did. It'll be me, Manoj, and other team members who will be the audience, and we will be asking you questions. Why did you do this? Why did you do that? This is right, this is wrong. But there'll be something more important. I'm going to give critical reviews, and this is one of the most important things. My intent is not to be the bad cop, but that is the role I will try and play. I will give smallest to smallest feedbacks. For example, if you come up with a document like this, and if I see even one spell error, or if I see that you put an extra uh, uppercase somewhere, or you, this font is in one shape and this font is in another shape, I will be like getting into that level of micro review. And that will be the same with Manoj and everyone. Why? Because this is all part of communication. How you write, how you talk, how your documents do the talking, all of this is very important, team. All right. And for example, if you come and talk and you don't show an energy or passion towards it, I'll say, listen, are you sleeping? Did you eat your food? Are you interested, or you don't want to work in this project? Why are you here? I'm going to wake you up. It's going to be a wake up call. You will realize. And the idea is very simple, team. It is good for you in an online environment to get a feedback from fellow members, from me, and so on, and be able to incorporate some changes in the way you do, in the way you work. And that is phenomenal, team. That's going to make a lot of things easy for you. And that is the reason I ask you to present it, because if you don't present, we can't give you the review. Out of the 50-60 people who will be part of this project, uh, at least 10 or 15 will never present. So I want you to take turns. I want everyone to get the opportunity. If you do all the project and you don't present and go through these critical reviews, you're really not helping yourself. Okay, let's see. So that's primarily what I wanted to talk about it. And now let's get into the project, the actual project, what I expect you to do. Any questions before I move forward, please? Let's see if I can answer any questions. This is a paid training, right? Yes. So Sharmila, please reach the team for that. You learn more by exploring. That is correct, Rapna. The person who is not comfortable in communicate should be in team and get the opportunity to present when we meet. Correct, Puneet. So primarily, let's say decoders is there, right? In decoders, there may be one of you who's very, very smart, who knows the tool well, who's communicating well. There could be someone who knows the tool well, doesn't know how to communicate. There's someone else who knows how to communicate, does not know the tool well yet. So you'll find a variety of people. Second, you'll also see people, some of them are full-time working, they can't give enough time. Suddenly, first week they'll come, second week onwards, they disappeared. Third week, someone new joins your team. Exactly like what you will go through in real life, it will make you experience that. Okay, real time project experience. You will be getting the real time project experience. Treat it as a real life project. Be very serious about it. It will really set a very good platform for you. And what you could continue to do is, even beyond this project, after this project also, you guys as a team can sit together and try and do more and more of that. All right, so let me talk. I'll see if I have any more questions that I need to answer. All right. So this session, we've just kept it active for a few other participants because we didn't get a chance to screen out who was paid and not paid. The link went to everyone. I wanted everyone to get a chance to look at it as well. So we've not done any cancellations on that. Now, before I get into the project, there are a couple more things that I definitely thought I'll miss, and I kept it aside as points. Uh, and team, this is the other one. All right. Let me go back. This is the other point I wanted to say. I want you to embrace challenges, team, and smile for it. So there are two ways you can react when a challenge happens to you. First one is, hey, someone suddenly, your whole team is busy. You're the only one who's there. What will you do? You can crave, you can feel demotivated, sad. Look at it other way. Okay, choose to act differently, choose to respond differently, embrace the challenge, smile for it. Why? Because you agreed to the fact that yes, you need to face those challenges, and that's good to face challenges. You will get that good exposure, right? That is the reason I want you to be able to take it positively, take it with a smile, and be able to do it, execute it. One more, last one, and then to the other one. There's no end to these things, team. Fail and succeed. Basically, when you write your script, you'll fail. When you're interacting, communication will fail. When you're scheduling, meetings will fail. When you're trying to present, things will fail. So there are a lot of areas where things can go wrong. What you will need to do is make sure that you take failures as absolutely your stepping stones to success, because only then you are able to know, where you can fail, and be able to learn that and not be able to repeat it the next time. All right, great. So now, having said this, let's talk about what we need to do to get you onboarded with this project. So application and a test team, unlike other projects so far, I don't have an application. Okay, this is going to be application independent project. All right, so what you're going to be doing is going to be can be applied very easily to any application. That is number one. So what kind of a project is this? This is going to be an more like a hybrid script free application independent automation framework. That is what it's going to be. What Before I get into timelines and so on, what can I expect out of such a project is, one, very easy to create, maintain, and run various test cases for a given application, right? So these are the expectations from this. It has to be absolutely efficient, reusable, accurate, and have a high return on investment. You are able to measure and report your test runs. Okay, test cases, scenarios, modules, data are all stored outside of UFT. What else? Let me see. If you get any ideas, keep going, team. What we think is a dream framework. Now, should I talk about, before I get into this, what is the prerequisite? The prerequisite is very simple, team. If you watch the 20 session of videos from previous, which we just completed yesterday, live training, that is more than sufficient. That is all you need. So if I go quickly to iteln.com, and there you go. Hey Manoj, where is the live project link? Okay, there you go. So there are 3 projects that I did as part of this training. This is, all right, everyone, welcome to project 2, data driven framework. This is gonna be very good for you to be able to practice all that we did in the first 8 days in about, I think autoplay is set on this. Manoj, can you let Ashna know that autoplay is set on this and we need to take it off?
Yeah, sure, Karthik.
Thank you. So all the files, everything is associated with it. Download the files for each project. Okay, so this is the link team. Now I'm gonna go and put it out here. This is the only prerequisite that you need as part of being able to get into this project, because it is very simple team. What is happening is that there is no end to what you can learn, but if you get to this level, then it will be easy for you to go forward from here. Okay, so application and test, prerequisite, live project details, we're talking about this. Timeline we will talk about in a brief second. Any ideas that are coming, so we will know. Now, what is a hybrid framework? You all already know we were talking about the data driven framework, and we've also done the keyword driven framework. So this project is all about the combining those two concepts into one hybrid automation framework, and I'm going to guide you through and through on this. But what is going to be more are advanced features. Okay, detailed and uh, drill down reportings, both in Excel, in I'll say not both because it's Excel, PDF, and HTML formats. Okay, email triggers and alerts as and when critical updates are needed. So what we expect from such a framework, I'm not given a shape, I've not given anything. There are a lot of things that need to be done as part of it. It is not easy team, but I believe that once you create this is a great framework for any company to take and start implementing it. What is your advantage in this? You have developed such a framework. Just imagine what kind of a power it will have when you put this onto your resume. If you say that you have done this and write about 10 points, what you did, how you did, you use descriptive programming, this and this, and put it in there, it's going to be amazing for your resume team. And this is exactly my goal with it. Okay, it is not going to be an easy project, let me tell you this, but it'll become easy as you get along, as you do the presentations and we keep guiding you, and as you get into the groove where your team members are helping you out as well. Okay, so what is in scope? I will start updating about this as we go along. But let me ask if there are any questions on what I'm talking about so far. I don't specifically have all the details right now, but before we get into the next session, we will start putting. But basically, in the scope is, or I'm putting them as part of expectations itself. So in scope slash expectations, I can say it is not a different category altogether. The next one is uh, descriptive programming. Okay, should have um, okay, extensive use of descriptive programming. And what else is there? What else is there? I'm just still thinking through, team. So the idea is very simple, team. We've been working with so many projects, so many clients, and so many automation frameworks. Each framework is customized to different client, and typically, sorry about that, I have not seen one framework which is there, which can be taken and implemented for any specific client directly. Nothing that is standard. It may not be one size fits all, but one framework easily implementable to all. Okay, that's the kind of concept. It's okay, not one size fits all, easily a ready framework that can be easily customized and implemented for any client slash application. That is the idea of it. All right. So this is what we're going to be working on, team. Now, that's it. I don't think I have anything more to say. I would love to take questions. You can talk about it. You can raise your hand. I will unmute you. You can also, I'm going to put all the hands down to begin with. You can also put your questions in here, and we will take it. So let this be interactive session, team, because unlike live training, it is not about me speaking, it is about you speaking. So please feel free to raise your hand, have any question. I will unmute you. You can start asking that, and I will start answering the questions as we go along. All right. So go ahead, team. Any questions now? I'm done. There's nothing more. Just only timeline. Now the only biggest challenge with the timeline is this, team. We are starting on the 18th December, right? We have Christmas, we have New Year's in between, and it's a festive season. So I can't really expect that we will do miraculous stuff by end of this year. Okay. So the next 12 days may be slow. Okay. Next 12 days may be slow. However, we will pick up significant pace by first week of Jan, and try to complete by 10th of Jan at least. All right. So that is the intent behind which I would love to work with, but you can guide me on that, as to how you are spending, how is it with everyone in the team members and so on. Let's see. Team, I'm trying to read questions through. If there are any questions, if there are any questions, then please ask me. So you can raise your hand, or you can also put it in the chat. Script free is not literal, correct? So yeah, what I mean by script free is that yes, we will write the script. When we say script free, is a need to change the code as frequently. Okay, so we don't have to continuously change the code very often. Okay, most maintenance can be performed by non-automation engineers. All right, in the sense that the can be used with minimal training by any member in the QA organization, dev team, or the BA/business folks too. So the usage should be wide. Anyone is able to quickly use this automation tool. That is the idea. With little bit of training, little bit of guidance and hand holding, they should be able to do it. That is the whole idea, team. All right. Let's see. What else can I answer? Puneet, you have a question? I will unmute you. Your hand was raised. So you're now unmuted and free to
Yeah.
talk. Team, feel free to raise your hand if you have.
Hi.
Go ahead, Puneet.
I have a question. Basically, based on what you have mentioned, some people have a certain number of experience. Some people have experience in sense of the project, real life project, in sense of how they have uh, they're on certain framework in place for a certain project, and they have to struggle to come up with a framework. And some people actually work with linear framework the whole time without knowing the background of automation. So I'm thinking that with the team that we have, is there any way possible for to mix it up? Because I don't want to be, we don't want to be in a situation where we end up having a group of team knowing everything and another group of team not knowing much about anything. So kind of mix it up in a way that certain number of people might have exposure to more things than the other.
Beautiful, very good, exactly. And I think you're right. So if I heard you right, I started putting three more columns out here, and this will give us the ability to see who has got some experience, who is currently working, how much time they're able to devote, and a self-rated skill level. And we'll try and do some amount of distribution based on it. What I will request everyone to do is start filling this information in. Secondly, Puneet, what will happen is for the first 1.5 2 weeks, we will work as individual teams. In the last 1.5 week or so, we will combine all of them together and work as one team. That way, At the end, we will get one product out, not a dozen different products. Am I making sense?
Yeah, I understand. I completely understand what you're saying. And I mean, based on you already predefined the individuals already in a group. So just, based on what you have just noted, G and H and I column, indicating who's had what experience, uh, I guess you're planning to maybe make a switches to different people, to a different group, just in case you find out
Correct.
there are too many people in one group.
Exactly. That's right. That's the idea. So that the
Okay.
group are equally kind of organized and not one is over experienced, the other is too many freshers into it, and so on.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, for me, I have certain experience in certain areas I'm kind of lost in and weakness, and I need to kind of make myself strong in that area. So,
And what happens, team, is this kind of an experience that individuals bring in collectively adds a lot of great learning exposure to every member. All right, great.
exactly.
Thank you. All right, Sheila, your turn. Go ahead, please. Go ahead, Sheila. We can hear you. I can hear you typing. You're fine. Okay. Then I'm gonna unmute you. Anyone else who has a question? Come on, guys. There's 72 participants. Only two of you. Speak up. Great opportunity. Please go ahead. It's an online environment. This is where I'm saying anything. Just casual talk. I told you, right? This is about you. It's no more about me presenting. Ladmila.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly. Go on, please.
So my question, how can I access the documents that you're talking about?
Okay,
The
there you
team
go.
list.
Here you go. No, not here. This one. See? Not sure if you joined when I presented this, but here it is. If you're not part of any team or Google group, please email Manoj or learn, and we will get you in there. All right?
Well, I see my name in the team.
You see the name in your team, okay?
I'm in the team. I just don't know where can I get the document.
And team, general request to everyone, communication is very important. It is not, it is also able to read and understand very clearly what I'm saying. If you see this, if you're not part of any team or this Google group, is the same response from my side, Radmila. Right?
Okay.
Feel free to talk. I'm just saying that I've already mentioned that it is you will get it access here.
Wonderful. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. I'm going to go to Sabita. Your question, please. Yes, Sabita. I can hear you. Go ahead. I think we can
Yeah,
hear.
yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I just wanted to know, like, right now you mentioned like the self-rated skill level.
Ah,
Yeah.
correct.
So, what am we supposed to do? Like 1 to 10 basis? Are we supposed to rate it like that, or?
Correct. So skill level, and I'll put one more also, and I'll say communication level. Actually, you know what? Just not communication. Skill level
Okay.
on QTP. What is your confidence level?
Oh, okay. On based on YouTube. Okay, okay,
Yeah. For example, I may put an 8,
okay.
and not that, but then I know that there are few areas that anytime I need, I can always learn. 1 to
Mm-hmm.
10 is the range, and
Okay.
that way you can put. So everyone is knowing how you are, an absolutely fine team. The whole
Mm-hmm.
intent, you're here because you're not at an 8 or a 9 or 10. That is why you're here, and also
Okay.
because you want to get that exposure to the live project. So did I answer your question?
Yeah, actually, one more thing is like regarding this hybrid framework. So, you'll be helping us out. Like, how do we combine both data-driven, also both keyword and data-driven? How do we combine? So, because we don't know how to combine, right? Like, we have learned it separately.
Correct. Now you have to
Yeah.
combine it. So what you need to do first is
Okay.
talk about what is needed, come up with a plan, and identify what we need to do. I have, as part of the tutorials, developed many hybrid frameworks. So if you go into the
Oh,
online courses and look at this, the hybrid frameworks are already there. Okay,
Okay.
we want to take it to a new level now. We want to be able to take it to the next level. So if you go, for example, 11.5 training videos, there is already a hybrid framework here. Advanced keyword driven framework is here. Where is hybrid framework? Uh, It's only 2 or 3 sessions. So here you go. See, hybrid frameworks. I'm going to put this in the document. You can also refer to that. And here's a good thing. You can go into the internet and start talking about a framework like that. And you can come up with different ideas. Okay. You're always welcome to use this as a guide. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
It's about 4 hours. You can quickly watch how I've combined. I think there are two hybrid projects in it. You can see how we've combined it. So the challenge is not just combining it. The challenge is to add more features so that it becomes easy.
Right. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Who else? Team, can I request everyone who has asked the question and don't have a question anymore to put their hand down? Pankaj, go on.
Hi Karthik and hi, hello to all team. I have two questions. First is uh, like related with suppose we are in the planning phase and we pick up any UAT application which we are going to automate, and we start working on that, and in between we realize that the application we have selected is have very high level of complexity where we cannot automate within the timeline we have been given or we wanted to achieve. So how we are going to tackle this one? And the second question is like there are many people with whom we will be working, and there could be a possibility that some of them are on leave, some of them may not be sync up on a time when we actually required, and there could be a possibilities unexpected scenarios when we all may not be in the sync. So how we are going to tackle these two situations?
Okay. So, number one, the second one is easier for me to answer very quickly. When you face a challenge, very simple, smile and embrace it. Be very happy that you found the challenge, because that's exactly what will happen when you work in real time projects. Someone resigns, someone goes on leave, someone is getting married, someone is out sick, someone is not really skilled, someone is not interested in the project, someone is working extra or doing something else. So all of these combinations happen. Now it is your judgment to be able to decide what to do. At the end of the day, you have to remember one thing most importantly, team, and that is the fact that the project execution is the most important. Okay, so even despite these challenges, how do we continue to get the project executed? So in here there are must do, like, okay, yeah, must do, okay, and then there are good to have. Okay, so certain of these things you may come and say, hey, why don't I also include this feature or that feature and so on. That may not be your must do, it is good to have, but you should have at least the following expectations from the framework method. So you have to find a way to be able to rearrange your work, rearrange your team or tasks, so that the project continues to get executed in the right direction. And team, it very often happens that out of 5 or 6 teams that we have, 1 or 2 teams are unable to deliver because of these critical challenges, and then we dissolve the team if it's really that much of a problem, and the 2 or 3 members who are still active in the team are moved to other teams, and that happens. So the good thing, Pankaj, is we'll work together on at least 2 or 3 times a week. Manoj is always reachable for you to be able to get any questions quickly answered, and that way we are able to resolve these issues quickly. Okay, so together we'll do it.
Okay.
All right. So, first question, in terms of automation, feasibility, and so on, you have to understand this. It is like sometimes it is feasible to automate, sometimes it is not feasible. It's very simple. Let us say God not willing, but any of us get into a small automobile collision. What happens? The car can be easily fixable, or a little bit more damage. They will say, you know what, not worth fixing this car. Let's total it and let's go get you money enough to buy a new one. That's what insurance does, right? So, is it worth doing the automation? Let's say you love the car, that's your baby, then you will go and get it fixed. If you are bent about saying that I will automate come what may, then you'll go and do it. But a lot of times what will happen is it's not efficient to do certain automation, it's not feasible, then you have to drop it. There is nothing that replaces the manual process of testing applications and processes. Okay, automation is a great feature that brings in some efficiency. You can reuse it, and it tends to be more accurate when you design it correctly. So there are a lot of times when you have to give up, but that comes through experience. When you keep doing automation, you'll be able to identify how and when you're able to do that. All right. All right. Let's see who
Hi,
else.
Karthik.
You're welcome. Thank you. DP. Sorry, I didn't get your full name. It's just initials, I guess, D and a P. So I have you unmuted. Go on, please.
Yeah, it's Durga, and I actually happened to call just today, and I found out about the session, and I'm logged in as a trial. But I'm going to go ahead and pay and join the session. Mine is I had taken the QTP class in the beginning of the year. I haven't been very successful in with the job search, so I decided to do the project. Now. So in my situation, how will it work? So will it still continue? I mean, the project will still be the same, and I mean, going about doing the project will still be the same. That's one thing. And also, I don't know if this was discussed already or I missed that, or what is the project? What will the project be about?
Okay.
I mean, in
All
the sense like which field or. Uh,
All right. So let me tell the second question. It's easier. It's an application independent project. It is also a domain independent or field independent. It is primarily developing a framework that can help to achieve the following features. Okay. So
mhm.
what you will be doing is you will be thinking, but what if the application is like this? What if the application is like that? Can we create something that will handle it? Now,
Oh,
since you are not yet gone through the videos, you will have to spend 20 hours additional overall just by watching these following videos like a movie, not with
oh,
the intent to master anything, not with an intent to practice along with it. Don't practice, do not try and master, just watch these 20 sessions like a movie, keep playing. So
mm-hmm.
you don't even have to be active 100% of the time, and keep taking notes. If you
Okay,
want, skip project 1 completely, start from project 2, because I continue to intend to repeat the concepts over and over,
okay,
and then you will be ready to start participating in this project. I'm
okay,
sure, though there were about, I don't know how many people were there in the previous training, I think about 50, 55, and every one of them, probably 5 or 6 are very comfortable. Others will go back and repeat these sessions again.
okay.
It's short of time, okay, short of time, just watch, not practice, don't pause, rewind, etc. Watch like a movie. The project 2 and project 3 videos above. That's it. That's all you need.
Okay.
And you'll be good to going on this. And
And no, I was going to ask like now once this session, I mean, I've paid for. I haven't paid, like I said. Once I pay for this, I have access to all the three projects. Now I see that I can see only the first project and not the other two. So I'll
no,
have access to all of them, right?
nothing like that. So again, you can contact the team for it. I don't want to get into that specific discussion.
Yeah, yeah, that's okay. Yeah. Mm.
Get access to everything with QTP. With this live project, you will get
Mm-hmm.
everything, all the videos. All right.
Oh, okay, okay,
That
got
will
it.
continue to happen. Even these live project sessions
Mm-hmm.
will get
Mm-hmm.
recorded. You will get access to the
Okay.
videos what presentations people have done, the files, everything. So a lot of people join a live project, they're unable to complete it. They will come back and repeat it after 3 or 4 months when we have a repeat. In the meanwhile,
Okay,
they
got
get
it.
to go back and see the videos, even if they miss.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Great. Thank you. All right, team. Once again, request. We're almost towards the end of it. If you have questions, I'm taking the questions that are coming up as part of the audience by voice because they have their hands raised. So I'm addressing it. If your question is answered, please lower your hand. Birinder Shergill, please go on.
Yeah, hi. I just want to say which version of QTP should we use? Is it so that it's common among
Anything
all the...
after QTP 10 is fine. QTP 10, 11, 11.5, 12 is absolutely fine.
Oh, they
You have
can integrate with each other.
yeah, because it will there are very few changes from a script level. This will be a completely script based automation framework, not a feature based. So we may not use any features that come out as part of QTP, but it will be hardcore VB scripting and descriptive programming combined.
Okay, thanks.
Sure, you're welcome. Let's see, Mamta. I think
Hi.
well,
Um, Basically, this is my first session with IT Learn. Should I have to pay something because I don't see anything on my screen when I log in into IT Learn?
yeah, so Mamta, yes, these are paid sessions, yes, but do a favor. You can see learn at itelearn.com on the website at the top.
Yeah.
You, uh, write to them. My team is also available on chat. Most that we're trying to be round the clock as much as we can, and you'll get all the details or visit this pricing page. All right.
And I had one more question. You told me we will be meeting twice a week. So will that be around the same
Hello,
time?
thank you so much for coming to the. Sorry, yeah. Will it be around what?
Will it be around the same time which we are having the session
Correct,
today?
correct. So it'll be at 6 to 7 p.m. Pacific, which
Yeah.
is 9 to 10 Eastern. 7,
That's great. I
8:30.
prefer PST, 6 to 8 PST, yeah.
Cool. But the
What are
the
the days? What are
day
the days we
it
are meeting?
may be between Monday. It may be any 2 days. Typically Tuesdays and Thursdays, or Mondays and Thursdays. We'll distribute it that way. So we are seeing how the progress is going every 2-3 days. But Mamta, remember this. This is just about the group sessions. Okay.
Okay.
Your team, once you're part of a team, will have to put a schedule when you will be meeting online, when you'll be talking to each other, what is your availability based on all of you together.
Okay, that's done differently. Like
You
once
guys
we
have
are on a project group and then again. Okay, that's great.
to coordinate with each other and then put that schedule together based on what your availability is. Talk to each other. End of the day, you'll build a lot of friends through it. You'll build a network that will go to the same goal of trying to learn and create this project. So you have to do a lot of interaction with each other.
Okay, you mean basically if I'm from Canada, so people from Canada will be put into a same group, or will you get the information like who would like to?
Western time zone. Then
Okay.
we can put you into that time zone. So that's why out here we've added the country and the city also I've put in here, or the time zone I can write rather, or city is fine, or state is
Okay.
fine. So that way we can start putting information, and we've already grouped it because there are already a lot of these members are coming from the Master of Software Testing program, which runs
Okay.
every so they're automatically coming from that program.
When I will receive a mail, like I sent out a mail because my name is not there on my Google Drive, or I am not able to access any of the file you created right
Within
now.
24 hours you will get,
So
or quicker, within 12 hours you should get a response.
yeah, okay. Then I will be able to access all these things, and also I need to pay you. Okay, we need to talk to the other person who is responsible for all this stuff.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's my
Thanks a lot.
I will help you out there, so you can go there for that. Sure. Thank you, Mamta.
Yeah.
All right. Did I interrupt you? Were you about to say something, or are you good?
I'm good.
All right. Great. Thanks. Sidhu, on to you. I don't know if I've asked if you've already spoken. Guys, I know it's already 7:07, and we've gone through a lot of questions and so on. This will continue to go on. It's an interactive session, so I want you to continue to interact and ask questions. But anytime you have something that is important, reach out by email or phone call. The team will be available to help you out. And make sure that you start interacting with your team members soon. All right. Now, I'll take last 2 or 3 questions. If anyone is in a hurry to go or leave, you are more than welcome. I don't want to hold you because beyond the time right now. Sidhu, do you have a question, please? I can't hear you, just in case you're trying to talk. I'm going to go to Vivek. Do you have a question for me? So I'm going to lower the hands of few of the participants because I'm not sure if they had any answers. Kalpana?
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Karthik. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, I would like to know, like, how can I install the QTP onto my system?
Kalpana, this also you have to go through the technical support. We have a good tech support team, itelan.com. What happens is, as part of the welcome pack, once you become the member, you get all the instructions. Where are the videos, where are the technical forum, and so on. So here is the page for the technical forum. All the members are part of this community here too. There are thousands of questions answered here. There are thousands of members. So you will see there are typically answers to most of the questions that you have. So, for example, QTP is not installing, or we are not able to run the script. All of these questions, just go to the QTP automation forum here. There are over 700 topics, and you will get your answer either by searching or posting. All right. And Kalpana, there is a welcome pack that comes to every member once they sign up, and through that you get access to all that information too.
Okay, sure.
Right? Thank you.
Thanks, Karthik.
Welcome. Thank you. All right, team. I'm not sure who else is remaining. I'm going to put all the hands down and I'm going to mute everyone. If you have a question, please raise your hand and I'll take it up. In the meanwhile, I'm going to read through a few chat questions that I may have missed. So install and uninstall VM if you with UFT correct. I don't know, Rafs, that you have to check with the technical support team. Reena, you should be fine. You'll get started in a day's time, within a day's time. HP support is discontinued for QTP 10 and 11. I know it never mattered, Punit. Honestly, HP has a very, very awkward support. The support system is never that great and useful. But what I'm saying is, if you build the scripts for 10 version, it'll also run in 12. That's the idea. All right. Do the team members pick the application and a test? You can take any application and a test as an example to test your framework. But remember, this is an application independent. All right. Sidhu, you're unable to talk. I don't know why, but we couldn't hear you. Let me try and unmute you and see. You are also muted at your side. You have to unmute yourself and then see if you can talk. All right, team. I think we are almost towards the end. I don't believe there are any more questions. Trishit, let's see. This is the last question from Trishit, and then go ahead, Trishit.
Hi, Karthik sir.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. I just had a question. If I do the live project, I'm trying to get in the job market probably by next month. I actually took the rest of the SDLC and everything with different people, but they didn't really get any real-time experience. That's why I actually joined the MOST program.
Yeah.
So what would you suggest in order of getting my resume, when to get the resume out?
So you're already part of the MOST program, right, Trishit?
Yeah, I just joined today.
Okay, very good. MOST is the Master of Software Testing, just in case anyone has a question on that. So as part of Master of Software Testing, you have many courses combined into one. It is one good package to set yourself for your career 3 years straight in the row. Now, it is not possible for you to go through everything within a month, month and a half. Okay. What you need to do is only 2 things right now, nothing else. Okay. You have done SDLC or test life cycle and all the basic concepts. Just put that aside, keep that there. Do not go and learn manual testing or other things from IT Learn right now. You already have access to it, but do not touch that right now. You may need more time later for it. You will focus on this QTP training. You will watch a few videos that I've asked you to, and you will get into a little bit of Selenium training. In your profile, you're going to put this project and your experience on Selenium that you've developed through certain videos. All right. We will work with you on your resume. We will guide you through the resume preparation because it is part of the Master of Software Testing program. And we will make sure that you get confident. The two most important things that you need to have on your resume will be QTP and Selenium. Okay. We will get the first version of your resume out by end of or towards the end of or let's say in a month's time from now, and then we will, as you continue to add more and more Selenium knowledge, as we will get into Selenium Live project, you'll start putting that as well, and by mid of Feb and so on, you should be very, very good. All right.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, and remember, this learning is a journey. We will do it in a phased manner. As soon as you get your QTP project done, we'll prepare one resume and we'll put it up. Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Not publicly display it, but you'll start applying for a few companies with what you've learned.
Okay.
Then we will add Selenium and we'll start applying again, and so on. We'll go through that cycle.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Team, sorry, I'm honoring the questions. I know it's beyond the time. If it's a hard time, please go on. I will come back to others later. Spandy Rao.
Yes, hi Karthik.
Hello.
I signed up for the Most 4 batch, which you said starts on January 7th. So what is my next step? Since I already signed up ahead of time, what should I do now, or should I just wait for January 7th?
What you should do is you should take it easy and just go with this project, participate in it, do a little bit, take it very easy and go soft with it, okay?
Okay.
You can go as hard as you want to push yourself, okay? But it's not essential to do it. Now,
but I don't even know the basics, so should I start watching the basic videos or should I just jump into this live project?
Great question. And this is a question that I can answer for everyone. If you are from non-IT, you have zero experience, no technical knowledge, don't even know about software testing or QA fundamentals, don't care anything, don't worry about it. All you do is do this specific thing on the screen. 20 sessions of videos from a previous live training that had just ended yesterday. That is all you need to watch.
Okay, so I signed up for the January 7th one. I paid the money and everything, so I can access this now?
You can access everything.
Okay.
You can repeat it as and when you want. So that's not a problem.
Okay.
Right now, your best opportunity is to take advantages of the live project because the next live project in QTP may be 4 or 5 months later. That's the reason.
Okay.
All right?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, last question, and team, and we'll be ending the session after that. Sohini, your question, please. Sohini, I can hear you. Yes. Hello. I have got Sohini back muted because I think she's not available. All right, thank you everyone. Thank you so much for your time. Let's meet again. It'll be either Monday or Tuesday. I will change the schedule on GoToWebinar. You will get the feedback accordingly. In the meanwhile, all you need to do is the text in red and the text in blue in bold here. These are the two things that you need to do, all of your team. Okay, you need to make sure that you get access by reaching out to Manoj and Learn at IT Learn. Don't just email one of them because both the team members have to verify, and one has to verify, the other has to give you access. And this specific bold, make sure you watch. That is the only prerequisite as part of this program. That's it from my side for today. Thank you so much for your time and patience. I will see you back in the next session, which will be mostly Monday or Tuesday. I will let you know the schedule through GoToWebinar. You'll automatically get the communication, the schedule through the email. Thanks all. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye now. Have a great day. Thank you all. Bye now.